All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the sincere apostles and elders of a great millstone who are my teachers. And peace and salutations to you brothers out there preaching this word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Yahweh with another lesson. And today, man, I just wanted to go into the downfall of America, man, things that are happening over here that is causing this system to completely collapse. All right, we're seeing the economy crash. We're seeing mass layoffs, man. We're seeing all these things are taking place, and it's all according to prophecy. And it's a beautiful thing to see because this goes to show you that the Heavenly Father is, hey, he's about to get busy, man. He's about to pass down that major judgment. All right, and there's going to be mass death, a mass famine that's going to take hold of this place and completely and utterly annihilated, man, along with those missiles. And so I have a couple of articles that I want to go ahead and get into. I don't want to write as out lessons edifying, uplifting in the spirit. For the first article, I have it says the full list of major U.S. companies slashing staff this year, from Tesla and Lucid Motors to Google and Intel. And so this was posted on August 1st, 2 days ago. And so it says last year's job cuts weren't the end of layoffs. Further reductions have begun in 2024. Companies like Tesla, Google, Microsoft, Nike, and Amazon have announced plans for cuts this year. And so it goes into a slew of companies across the tech, media, finance, and retail industries have made significant cuts to staff in 2023. Tech titans like IBM, Google, Microsoft, finance giants like Goldman Sachs, and manufacturers like Dow all announced layoffs. Nearly 40% of business leaders surveyed by Resume Builder think layoffs are likely at their companies this year, and about half say their companies will implement a hiring freeze. Resume Builder talked to about 900 leaders at organizations with more than 10 employees. Half of those surveyed cited concerns about a recession as a reason, and that's right, man. Because if you seen yesterday, there was the stock markets, which we're going to go ahead and get into as well. Hey, they just lost $2.9 trillion. All right, and so these things are taking place, and it's happening very quickly. All right, and so before I continue, I want to get this: the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 1. And so it says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you." And that's right, because hey, if you've been doing your due diligence, if you've been reading, you've been studying, all right, you've been putting in that work, you know that the Heavenly Father, these were the times that He told us to look out for. All right, and so it says, verse 2, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Hadawan Yahweh so cometh as a thief in the night." And that's right, that's why you stay on your watch, you stay on your guard, looking at the things that are happening in the world, comparing them to the scriptures. All right, filtering your life and those around you through the scriptures. All right, and so it says in verse 3, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." And so that's right. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. And a lot of um, the news articles and everything that I was reading, I had to look up myself. I didn't see it pop up. This wasn't major news. It wasn't something that was announced, like it was announced publicly, but people weren't really notified like that unless they were keeping up with it already. And so it says, "Then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." And that's right. These people think that Trump is going to save them, that Kamala Harris is going to save them, that electing a new president is going to stop World War III from happening, and so on and so forth, which is not the case, man. The Heavenly Father has spoken against this place, and it is going to accomplish that which He pleases. So I'll go ahead and get into this as well in the book of Isaiah, chapter 55. And so it says in verse Salakia 11, and it says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." And that's right. So the Heavenly Father has pronounced destruction against America, Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah. Hey, this place is spiritually known as um, several different places in the scriptures compared to destruction. And we know that this place, the Heavenly Father, is about to completely and utterly annihilate it. All right, and we're seeing the start of it happen with all these layoffs. We're seeing the start of it happen with the stock market crashing. We're seeing the start of it happen very quickly. And so, back in this article, it says another major factor is artificial intelligence. Around 4 in 10 respondents said they'll conduct layoffs as they replace workers with AI. Dropbox, Google, and IBM have already announced job cuts related to AI, and that's right, because if they don't have to pay the people, Esau is all about money. All right, everything that he does is surrounded around that FRN. All right, and he wants to put everybody in the state to where they depend on him. All right. And so it says here are dozens of companies with job cuts planned or already underway in 2024. And so it says Nike's up to $2 billion cost cutting plan will involve severances. So they're going to be paying people and whatnot. Google laid off hundreds more workers in 2024. Discord is laying off 170 employees. Citi will cut 20,000 from its staff as part of its corporate overhaul. Amazon owned Twitch also announced job cuts. BlackRock is planning to cut 3% of its staff, which BlackRock owns. You look into what BlackRock owns, man, it's a whole bunch. It says Rent the Runway is slashing 10% of its corporate jobs as a part of restructuring. Unity Software is eliminating 25% of its workforce. That's a big chunk. eBay is cutting 1,000 jobs. Microsoft is reducing its headcount by 1,900 at Activision, Xbox, and ZeniMax. Salesforce is cutting 700 employees across the company. The Wall Street Journal reported Flexport layoffs 15% of its workers. iRobot is laying off around 350 employees, and founder Colin Angle will step down as chairman and CEO. UPS will cut 12,000 jobs in 2024. PayPal CEO Alex Chriss announced the company will lay off 9% of its workforce. Okta is cutting roughly 7% of its workforce. Snap has announced, hey, so you're seeing all these major companies start to lay off everyone, man. And so that means more people are going to be depending on the government. They're going to be homeless. Um, they're not going to be able to afford anything anymore, man. And so with this, man, I want to go ahead and jump to my next article that I have, which is Finbold is the news article. It says 2.9 trillion wiped from stocks in a day as recession fears mount. It says the stock market is bearing the brunt of recessionary concerns in the U.S., with most equities registering significant sell-offs, particularly. So, like, yeah, I'm mispronouncing that. In a staggering blow to the markets, 2.9 trillion was wiped from stocks in the early trading hours of August 2nd amid mounting fears of a global recession. The sharp sell-off marks the worst day since the 2020 C19 crash. It says the market heat map giants a grim picture with deep red dominating most sectors, leading technology stocks such as Microsoft, Nasdaq, MSFT, and Nvidia have plunged by over, excuse me, 2% and 5% respectively. Communication services giants like Alphabet and meta platforms, which is like Facebook, Instagram, and so on and so forth, WhatsApp. It says also saw significant declines, falling by 2.7 and 3.3%. It says cyclical stocks were not spared, with Amazon taking a massive hit, dropping 11%. Tesla also experienced a notable decline of 1.92%. The financial sector also saw major losses, with JP Morgan Chase down by 1.84% and Berkshire Hathaway by 1.45%. Healthcare, a sector usually seen as a safe haven during market turmoil, witnessed mixed performance. While some companies like Novo Nordisk remained resilient with a slight gain of 3.23%, others like Eli Lilly fell by 4.14%. Consumer defensive stocks, typically considered more stable during economic downturns, also suffered. Procter and Gamble and Coca-Cola declined by 1.66% and 0.92% respectively. And so, hey, we're starting to see America start to, hey, they're running out of money. Like they say, hey, they're running out of money. And so with that, man, we'll go ahead and end it off in the book of Ecclesiastes because I do have to get to work. But this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. And it says, Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and the fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because a man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. And that's right. And so that's what we're about to see, man. The keepers of the house shall tremble, and we've seen that they're trembling. Why? Because their market is crashed, and the money that they were making, they're not able to make as much because the whole world is starting to do away with the dollar. People are starting to wake up and see that America is not for them. Everything that they do, everything that they've tried to work with America has just gotten worse for their not only their government but their country in general. All right, and so hey, this place is about to fall. Hey, so remember now that Creator called upon the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. All right, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and North American Indians, you true biblical Israelites, because if not, well, you're gonna get caught up in this judgment, and then very soon, it's all gonna fall. And so, however, this lesson was edifying, uplifting. Until the next time, I say shalom. And once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai.